We on, man?
We on, man. Live, man.
Welcome to the Waiver Warriors Fantasy Football Podcast. This is Grado here.
It's Coach over here with you.
Yeah. It's been a while, man. How you been?
Been good, man. I can't complain, man. Very blessed. You?
Hey, same here, man. Very blessed as always. Hey, checked out that game on Thursday?
Man, that was a hell of a game, man. It's a lot better than I expected, man.
Yeah, it's a competitive game. Can't ask for more out of two garbage teams, but, it was a good Thursday night game. It was like a 2-point. It was like a one-score game.
A one-score game at the end.
It was a one-score game at the end. You can't ask for much more.
Especially with the third-string QB in there. But a couple highlights out of that game, man. Broncos had a wide receiver, Tim Patrick. He came hard out there, man. Boy caught 67 targets for 113 yards.
Damn good game.
Also had a touchdown. If he's out there, it's a thin waiver. You might look at that man, Tim Patrick, wide receiver for the Broncos. Give him a look.
Would you pick him up?
If I was hurting, and
I would have to be really hurt. I would have to have nobody.
I've had some injury-riddled teams. You know what I'm saying? Like he is out there. You know what I'm saying? Especially like in a super flex league or something like that. And you got a lot of people on that bench.
Two flexes out there, yeah. I don't know, man. I have to see it again with him, but man, he's on my radar.
There you go, yeah.
But especially because Noah Fant was hurt. He's probably gonna miss some time with this game. Well, with the upcoming game, so he's probably gonna miss about 2 weeks. So it's gonna be some more. Targets for him. So if you didn't know though, Noah Fant was carted off in the third quarter. In the third quarter yesterday, he had an ankle injury. He was having a decent game. He had caught 5 balls for 35 yards. His coach said today that he's going to be out a little while, so expect him to be out for at least 2 weeks.
Yeah, it was a non-contact injury as well. Like he went for a cut, and next thing you know, he was hopping off the field as went out of
He got hurt to play before, a little bit before that too. He was kind of wincing that. I seen that earlier in the game. I was like, oh shit, he was kind of limping. So he must have re-aggravated the injury he had prior.
So do you trust any Bronco right now?
If it ain't Melvin Gordon, I'm not starting anybody. Or Jerry Jeudy. Jerry Judy's quietly becoming a good flex. Really good flex.
I had to start Jerry Jeudy at the last minute this week. It was either him or AJ Green. Pulled that trigger, and that boy showed up for me, man. Thank God.
You keeping AJ Green, man?
Time will tell.
I would rather have a handcuff RB than AJ Green.
I just got an AJ off the green. AJ got off the green. AJ Green off the waivers. Off waivers.
Because somebody dropped his ass.
Because you dropped him?
Nah, I didn't drop him. That was somebody else.
Oh, I thought you was the one who dropped AJ Green.
I'm done with AJ Green business. Give me Tyler Boyd.
Yeah, so he got 1 week to show improvement. I ain't gonna lie. That'll be his 4th week. If you got 4 weeks and you ain't did nothing for me, especially with one
comments popping on there. Is it locked? Make sure about that before we ramble on for about 30 minutes. I think it was good. It's good. Let me try to say something. Anyway, let's get back to it, though. I'm sorry to cut you off, man.
You good, man?
Anyway, Melvin Gordon, man, he had 23. He rushed for 23 times, had 107 yards and a pair of touchdowns. Really blew up, and then he had that one little that one finish him drive there at the end. That
really killed the game, yeah.
And man, it probably killed your week too, because man, he blew up, man.
Yeah, man. I was playing against Melvin Gordon, and he didn't really have too much, man. And then he had this one explosive play, and pretty much, I ain't gonna say it cost him, a week, but time will tell. But it ain't what I wanted.
Yeah, keep it going.
So moving along, man. The Eagles playing this weekend, man.
Okay, it popped up. How we good?
There we go. So the Eagles playing this weekend, man. I think they're playing.
That's a typo. We're gonna talk about them later.
There we go. So
also, KJ Hamler. He was also a deep sleepy out there. He was forced out the game. He had a hamstring injury. Cut bait with him. He's gone. He's gonna be out a couple of weeks.
Yeah,
so
man.
I'm going to get rid of him. As far as the other updates, now we're going to break it down through as we're saying the games. So we're not just going to throw all the injury updates right now. It's separated by game for you. Going to the big news of the week, man. Pittsburgh Steelers and the Tennessee Titans. That game has been moved to Week 8. This is your first bye week, so that's a real tough. That's a tough blow, man.
If you had Derrick Henry, Big Ben,
Connor,
Juju, anybody like that,
Steelers defense.
Yeah, man. Hopefully you have to drop nobody. Due to all these injuries and everything like that. And hopefully you have a league with some IR spots and you can move around a little bit.
It's gonna get real dirty if there ain't no IR spots in the league. Please, tell your managers to try to change their mind on it because it's gonna get bad once bye week start.
Bye week start next week, I believe. So yeah.
I was also thinking, what if, because the Vikings played them last week, what if there's a positive COVID test before Sunday, and the Texans are playing them? So I think that may just postpone that game as well. So there's a lot of ifs out there in the air.
And I'm a little bit concerned because Minnesota plays Buffalo next week. So nothing's in the air or anything like that. But if anything like he said happens, right before the game,
Titans play Buffalo, right?
I think Buffalo play. Do the Titans play Buffalo next week?
Yeah, so Titans, yeah.
All right.
Getting ahead of ourselves, but yeah, man. It may be another week, man. Who's to say what's going? This is all new territory for everybody. But getting along to AJ Brown. He said he would have played this week, so he's going to be a full go next week. If someone has dropped AJ Brown, go pick him up. Promise you're not going to be disappointed. He has a lot of talent. He's going to be a really solid player on your team.
If somebody's dropping that damn fool, you're getting a wide receiver.
He was a 5th-round pick, man.
Yeah, you're getting a wide receiver 1 off the waivers. You can't ask for more than that. He'll have an extra week to rest up and get healthy. So yeah,
a whole another week for him to get right, man.
Yeah, man. So there you go. Also, same game. The Steelers, Deontay Johnson, wide receiver. He had a concussion. But he was practicing Thursday. My brother over here was kind of hype on him. He just picked him up.
Somebody dropped his ass.
Dropped his ass. Just win a league with a commissioner that doesn't have an IR spot. So once somebody gets hurt, it's pretty much they just got to go to the waivers. It's a tight bench over there.
I had to drop Cam Akers for him. I didn't want to, but I need wide receiver help over there. I got AJ Brown and also DJ Chark, so they're both banged up. So I needed that wide receiver help. And I'm probably going to start him next week, to be honest with you. I'm very high on that guy. I think he's going to have a very solid role in that offense. So if anybody drops any Steelers or Titans, be looking out for him. So keep your eye out.
Flag them boys if you got to, put them on your watch list, whatever you got to do. But yeah, man, check them boys out. So, moving along to the next game.
And we got the Tampa Bay game in Los Angeles. Chris Godwin will miss this game. That really sucks, man. He had a really good game last week.
Yeah, man.
And then he got hurt, but he's gonna probably be out 2 to 3 weeks. So, it's nothing too major. So expect him back. And then also as well, Leonard Fournette, he's gonna miss this game as well. So this is gonna be a Ronald Jones week for sure.
Yeah, if you got Ronald Jones, man, put him in that lineup. His boy should be getting a rock.
He's gonna get probably 20 touches this week, if not more.
Yeah, man. Another man over there, wide receiver, Scotty Miller for the Buccaneers. Remained on the sideline Thursday. We had a full practice today on Friday.
That's key.
So
full practice, man.
Yeah, man. So look out for Scotty Miller, especially since Godwin's out. And there's no Fournette, you know what I'm saying? They need all the weapons they can get. So look out for Scotty Miller, man.
Yeah. He's out there if he's out there, he'll be a solid flex for you if you have wide receiver problems, especially in the PPR league. I can see him getting about 6 catches this week.
Most definitely. Moving along to the next man, Justin Watson. Well, had a shoulder injury, but he returned to practice on Wednesday.
This guy may be the slot receiver or the number 3. So if you're in this is more of like a DFS play. So it's this is like a deep sleeper. So be looking out for him if you want just a matchup play you can try out.
Already.
He hasn't really done much this year, but he is the number 3 receiver this week, so he might get some work.
Yes,
Moving along to Mike Williams. He hasn't returned to practice yet. That's worrisome. He might miss this week. He has a hamstring injury. I wouldn't expect him. It's gonna be more targets for Hunter Henry and also Keenan Allen. That's also my boy Austin Eckler.
I got Austin Eckler in the keeper league, so yeah.
Austin Eckler can be that guy.
Yes, sir. So moving on to the tight ends in this game for Tampa Bay, out of Gronk, who had 6 catches last week for 49 yards, and O.J. Howard, who had 3 catches for 49 yards. Which man do you trust if you have to trust one this week?
Neither. If I had to pick one, I said this earlier in the year, I'd probably go O.J. Howard. Gronk was brought in. I think he's on. Like, if Gronk was to have any game, this would be the game because they got Godwin out, Fournette out. Scotty Miller's banged up. He had a hip groin injury, so he's new. And then this would be his week. But I think one of these tight ends will get heavily involved this week.
Yeah, man. I think like my brother said, they run out of options over there. He has an old school rapport with Gronkowski, so I think people are looking at that, trying to put like a little dash of hope on that shit. And O.J. Howard, he had like a little sprinkle of shine last year, but nothing major. So, me personally, I kind of agree with you. I wouldn't start either one. So a lot of Gronk stock this week.
You gotta start one of them.
Yeah, man, that'd be real bad. So moving on to the next game, Baltimore playing the Washington football team. So that shit right. Good man, Terry McLaurin had his Thursday injury report with a thigh issue, and he was getting a limited session in, but he did not practice on Friday. So it ain't looking good for Scary Terry.
I think he still play. I think this is more of just a rest day, but it's something to watch out for. He kind of got a plan because he drafted him in the 5th round. So be looking out for it. He might not play, but it's a thigh issue. That's just a deep bruise, really.
If he has no injury designation, based on what you got him, you got to play him. I don't think it's gonna be like a crazy game. But I think I think Baltimore's gonna try and put that stank on them because they've been looking bad the past couple weeks, and I think they're gonna try and go ham on them. And Lord willing, if anybody off that off the Washington football team can go hard, I put my faith in Terry McLaurin. That's the only player on that team I will play right now.
So you're not playing Gibson?
I don't have any Gibson stock at the moment. I ain't really been, he ain't really been with radar like that because I don't have them. So
you gotta look at everybody, man.
Oh, you gotta look at everybody, but I just ain't been on the Washington band. Oh, you benched him.
I'm just saying you got to. He did have a touchdown last week, though.
I would have touchdowns.
Yeah. Well, are you playing any Raven RB this week?
Fuck no. I got a lot of J.K. Dobbins stock.
Are you dropping Dobbins?
Not dropping Dobbins for where I got him and the potential you might have.
Where'd you get him?
I know I got him probably like around 8th to 11th, and somewhere around there.
I just dropped a 7th round pick, man. You better cut that phone. Cut that man.
Time will tell, man.
Time, man. It's gonna take too much time. He ain't gonna blow up until like week 8. Cut his ass now.
I got bench. The places that I do have Dobbins, I have bench spots. But if you don't have a bench spot, if it came between him, Ingram, and LJ, which are the runners for the team, and Gus.
Yeah. Only one worth rostering right now is Ingram.
Ingram, that's what I'm saying.
The only one worth.
If you ain't got Ingram or LJ, everybody else's legs ain't helping you right now.
No, they're not. I honestly think they're looking at the long term. They're not going to give any one running back a full workload. Dobbins is going to be like that hit and miss guy. He's going to have one nice week, and then he's going to have like 3 games where he just disappears.
Yeah, man, because it's still a committee going on. You know what I'm saying? So, I didn't expect Edwards to pop the fuck up and start taking touches and be like, baby productive. So
they got scared last year, I bet, when Ingram got hurt, and I bet you they're going to just do that full on committee, man. No one's going to get just the full workload.
I feel you on that. How you feel about that boy Hollywood?
He's just missed a couple touchdowns here and there. He would have had like a 40-yard touchdown last week. It's hard to play him, but he kind of got to because he has just that high upside. Excuse me. But I believe this is going to be a bounce back week for him. I think he can probably have about 80 yards and a touchdown at least for you.
What about Andrews?
That's the thing, man. Is it going to be, can this offense sustain 2 people? Last year, that was a 1-year thing, though. You know what I'm saying? They got tape on them now.
I think if they could, this would be the team they can start that run on.
This would be the team. I would fire up all Ravens. all the Ravens you got besides Dolphins, fire them up. I think they're gonna be fine.
I think the boys hungry. I think they're trying to go out there and prove a statement like we got the MVP. We went to the playoffs and we out here looking bad. I think they about to try and I think they about to try and make them boys embarrassing boys.
At the end of the day, this whole offense is a battle because they all had a shitty week. Go out there, shoot some offers out. You may get a fucking tight end. You may get one of these running backs.
I think you have the best shot at getting Hollywood right now out of everybody.
Hollywood, yeah. People took him early and they want him off their team. They itching. They itching to drop his ass.
They're gonna hate that they scratch too.
I guarantee you, man, he have another bad week, man. Boy's gonna be dropping him. Yep.
For the frisky.
Get the fuck off my team.
All right, moving on to the next game.
You're gonna see a lot of that this week.
Yeah, when them bye weeks come, and don't let it be another 2 teams out due to Corona. Mm-hmm. You can't have no bye week and Corona. That's you just that waiver is gonna be candy. Just candy.
It's gonna be it's gonna get dirty soon. I think it's gonna be a lot of stuff going on. I think there's gonna be more COVID. There's probably gonna be some more cancellations or postponements. I'm thinking by the end of this shit, we're gonna have an extra week of football.
It's gonna be I know about
gonna be 18.
By week 9, that shit gonna look like the replacements.
It might be, man. Moving along to the next game, we got Detroit, and they're playing the Saints. Saints got a banged up defense this week. They're missing their 2 best corners. Lattimore and Jenkins is out. Marcus Davenport is also out as well. That's not a good. That's 3 top flight defenders on that defense are out. Also Michael Thomas is out as well. He looks like he's getting better. Man, if I had to bet, I would say he's playing next week.
Week 5 or this week?
Next week.
Okay.
He's out this week already.
All right.
I'm saying next week, though, I think he plays next week, so I think that time is over. I think he's going to suit up and give it a go. Jared Cook is also banged up. He didn't practice on Thursday. He had a groin injury. But, yeah.
Ooh. We're about to talk about this next man.
He's on there. AP said he wants more touches.
I need more.
He wants more.
I ain't get enough of these motherfucking touches.
It's High Volume Peterson, man. It's his new name, man. He wants to have more touches. He wants to get that rushing record. He wants to rush till he's 40.
If I'm not mistaken, I want to say Adrian Peterson had like 86 or 96 rushing yards last week.
He had a damn good week. Yeah.
No,
like it's better than Frank Gore.
It's better than
if you're
Kerryon Johnson.
If you're hurting that RB, take a look at AP. Nobody wants his ass, but he's out there. AP is
he might be that good flex that you need.
He's that good RB2 you need. Shit, for some people.
If you got Frank Gore and you watching this,
our homeboy started Frank Gore this week.
If you got Frank Gore, man, Adrian Peterson calling your name, bro.
Yes, he is.
Him that main line for you.
You see anybody starting Frank Gore or AP, and you have a lot of running backs on your team, shoot them some offers because they hurting.
Aching.
They are aching, boy. They're aching for an RB, man.
How you feel about yes, sir? How you feel about that boy Swift?
He's gonna get dropped in a lot of leagues. I've seen he's been dropped in a couple of mine. I wanted to pick him up once he's been dropped, but I was like, do I want to drop anybody for him? He's really a Lions running back at the end of the day. That's AP's backfield. Sad to say. That is AP's backfield. He probably will not get hurt. So I'm kind of a sell on Swift. If you can get anything for him, he took him early. But try to get out the Swift business. I don't think he will blow up until later on in the year. He may be like one of those championship running backs. That would be like a flex or an RB2 for you, like later on in the year. But I don't think he's gonna get that workload right now.
Yeah, I don't think you got the. If you ain't got the space in your bench, which most people don't. Like my brother said, it might be a little while before he blows up. If he blows up this motherfucking week though, the jig is up. You better take his ass off the goddamn weight.
If he blows up this week, he's gonna be a number 1 waiver pick.
100%, because the running backs is always number 1, goddamn.
And also Kenny G is back. So man, I think that's gonna make Marvin's life a lot better. Marvin plays better when Kenny G's out there. Because he can't
take that attention away from him.
He needs somebody to take that attention away, and Stafford likes to throw it to the guy that's not as covered. I think Stafford as well is also a sleeper this week. just because of how banged up the Saints are.
Secondary is.
They're missing 2 starting corners and one of your best edge rushers. So that's kind of like that. Like that's a recipe for success. I think he's gonna get a lot of passing yards this game.
Yeah, man. So moving on to the next game, Seahawks playing. Hold on.
Playing Miami.
I ain't getting no love on the goddamn shit. So the Seahawks playing Miami. Some of the best news I heard this week because I got a lot of motherfucking Chris Carson.
Maybe coach speak.
Running back Chris Carson had a knee injury. Had an excellent week of practice. He was limited until Wednesday, but Friday he practiced. He's a game time decision.
Yeah.
With all the running backs hurt, if Chris Carson, is able to play, and they say he's playing, I will start Chris Carson. But
good thing about this game, it's a 12 o'clock game, so you'll know if he's playing or not. I will be shocked if he plays this week. I don't think Seattle's going to risk this, man. They're playing the Dolphins. They can win without him.
Hopefully, for his future, I hope they don't play him. But if he's out there, plug him in.
If he's out there, don't drop high.
Because
he may get banged up again.
It can happen very easily.
Man. He can do it. He's a running back, man. He already got Gator rolled the other day. That probably didn't feel too good.
Plus Carlos Hyde, for the most part, the number 1 waiver wire pickup this week.
And he's been banged up with a shoulder injury. That really sucks because, I needed him to step up for me this week.
Yeah, man.
I may have to drop his ass, but I'm probably going to keep him.
Yeah, man. So a few people have been taking the third running back, Travis Homer. Mm-hmm. He didn't really do too much, but, hey, he's a third running back on an offense that loves to run the ball. So
he's the healthy running back.
Yeah, and he's a healthy running back. So you might want to check him out a little bit. He's a late, he's stretching a little bit, but hey, he's healthy.
Desperate.
Yeah, he's healthy and he's out there. He's another body.
Look at Sunday's report. If Carson or Hyde play, don't play him. But if they sit,
if Carson sits, Hyde too.
Both of them got to sit.
For him to get some kind of scratch. I got you.
You think Russ gonna cook this game though? They're playing the Dolphins.
I think he gonna cook for the simple fact his running backs is fucking banged up. So they can't use the good old running through their goddamn down their throat strategy if the running backs are hurt.
I think Carlos Hyde's in line for about 20 touches.
Get that shoulder right.
I think you're gonna get that. You're gonna get that fucking tore off. You'll be okay.
Dope him up and play him, huh?
Dope him up and play him.
How you feel about the good man DK Metcalf?
Buy him high, man. He's worth the buy. You get him. Get him on your squad. I think that dude's gonna have a fantastic season. How about you?
Yeah, I got him in a couple leagues. He's a keeper on 1. So yeah, DK, he's playing the fucking Dolphins, dog. He's about to do his motherfucking
I think this may be a Lockett week though.
I think last week was a Lockett week, so they gotta spread their love in the club.
I think it's still gonna be a Lockett week this week because I think DK is gonna be that guy that takes over the coverage. And Lockett's gonna have a lot of stuff underneath.
I don't think you can just let Lockett. You know what I'm saying?
Why? If he's open, get the money. Just because he got him on 2 teams don't mean shit. He's gonna go to the open receiver.
He can go to the open receiver, but I'm saying you can't just think Lockett is the easy joke. You know what I'm saying? Compared to DK.
Yeah, but people are afraid of DK. DK is becoming a receiver that I can see defenses game planning around. You're not going to do that for Tyler Lockett.
You can't just. So what I'm saying is you can't just let Lockett score on you like he did last fucking week.
I think they will because you don't want DK to do that to you.
You don't either one to do it to you.
You don't want either one, but you can't lock them both up. You got to pick one.
Run it, fuck it.
And I think that guy will always be DK because he's so much bigger. He kind of you gotta double team him just because.
I put you right on the other side of the shit. I got you on that. Yeah. All right, same game, different team. Fitzmagic week. You want to elaborate on that? Cause I don't.
He's becoming. Hey, Fitz has been putting up them numbers, man. He did last week. Fitz is going to be that guy. If you need a quarterback out there, if you need a super flex quarterback, Fitzmagic may be your guy.
For some reason, that's what he does the past few years. Like the first 5-6 games of the season, he be fucking booming. He got
Devontae Parker healthy. He got Preston Williams healthy. So I think Fitzmagic will be right. I think he's gonna get 3 touchdowns this week.
Got Kaseki out there trying to do something.
You got Kaseki out there, and he's gonna be playing from behind. So it's like he always has a positive game script for passing. So that's why. But he does have those, like he turns into what's that? The Prince and the Frog. Sometimes he has those frog weeks. Hopefully this ain't a frog week.
Hopefully ain't a frog week, man. You want to talk about your boy?
He's getting the work. Myles Gaskin. He's not a sexy pick. He's just a guy. Again, volume is king. He's getting the majority of the work. He's getting everything. Passing work, rushing work. Only thing he's not getting is in between. Is from like the 3-yard line and out. Other than that, he's getting the work. If you need an RB, he's a very serviceable flex, or like an RB3 for you. Just because of the volume. There's worse people out there to have.
No, he gonna be out there, man. So moving on.
He's picked up in all our leagues.
Fuck yeah. Like those running backs are needed, always depleted. So yeah, man. Anytime you start a running back with no real competition, you gonna hop on that shit. So moving along to the next game of the week, the Colts versus the Bears. So
Colts and the Bears.
Patterson? Is he worth the pickup?
Cordell Patterson worth that pickup? Is he?
Is he for you?
Well, they did just sign Lamar Miller, so cancel that. Lamar Miller is kind of going to make that kind of wishy-washy, but I think Montgomery is going to be a solid RB2 for the rest of the year. Montgomery, if you can buy low on him, go out there and get him. If you can get, I ain't going to say that, but I would trade Drake for Monty and a receiver. I would probably do that because you're getting really good value with Monty. How about you? You like him at all this year?
I feel that,
He looks a lot better now.
New QB, new system and shit. He's been the most consistent motherfucker. So
with Foles, he's gonna be a much better player.
Hope the whole team is better. Hope team will deal with fucking Robinson. So hopefully he elevates the whole squad.
I think he is, man.
So moving along, Mo Alley Cox will have 5 receptions for 111 yards.
Then last week he had 3 catches for 50 yards and a touchdown. Colts receivers are dropping like flies, so this guy could become the number 2 target of the offense. So you may have a very viable tight end going forward, just because of they lost Paris Campbell. Then now this last week they lost Pittman. There's only T.Y. and Zach Pascal out there.
T.Y. Hilton is a shell of himself.
He is a shell of himself. So you got Hines and Pascal. And Pascal was on the practice squad for 3 weeks ago.
And Hines got his job took by fucking JT.
But he did get some work last week.
He got some work, but I still play Mo Alley Cox over him.
Hines is going to get a lot more work now, too, just because they lost those receivers. So, Mo Alley Cox, man, if you need a tight end, go on and scoop him up. If you lost Noah Fant, I would scoop him up right now.
Immediately.
He's probably out there on a lot of waivers. You just lost Noah Fant. He's not going to be out there for the next 2 weeks. Pick up Mo Alley Cox.
He ain't gonna be there on Sunday.
He won't be there Tuesday. But yeah.
Moving along. You just spoken, man. Zach Pascal. You playing this man? If you desperate?
No. I can't do it, man. Maybe DFS play because he, like I said, he's one of the last guys left. T.Y. is a shell of himself until he plays the Texans, and then he's gonna step up. But other than that, man, Zach Pascal he might be the new number 1, to be honest. The new number 1 receiver. Because T.Y. is like, he ain't going to be that guy no more. But yeah, okay, more, what you think JT going to do this week?
Boom out the motherfucking bando. Think he can get like 100-some yards. Maybe a touchdown or 2, might catch 1, might receive 1.
Hey, you're going to get 100 and a touchdown, at least.
Minimum. That's coming from both of us.
So plug him in your lineup. Moving along to the next game of the week. This is the Jacksonville and the Bengals. This might be the game of the week. A lot of fantasy points in this one, I feel. DJ Chark has returned to practice. This was Thursday, so he's been limited as well. So he might play. They may give him another week. Keep your eye on it. If they do bench him, do not play Gardner Minshew. If a quarterback is missing their number one receiver, sit him down. Unless it's someone really great.
A lot of people had faith in Minshew last week. I know a lot of people
started that poll. I started them.
So yeah, if a wafer quarterback did you dirty one time, don't keep pressing it like that, man. You know what I'm saying? Like you gave it one shot, don't keep losing weeks like that. I'm gonna let you have the next one. I know you. I ain't gonna steal that from you.
My boy, James RB1, son. James RB1, son. He was worth the pickup, I tell you that. I'm playing him this week. I'm playing him everywhere. I'm just gonna ride this wave until he crashes. I'm not trading him. I'm keeping him. You just gotta see what you got with this guy. I made that mistake a couple years ago. I traded Alvin Kamara when he first blew up.
No, you did.
Yeah. This was before Alvin Kamara was, Alvin Kamara. This was just a guy on the waiver that just had a blow up week. So I cut his ass. But man, I didn't cut him. I flipped him. But I'm not gonna flip him. I'm gonna keep my boy because I got him everywhere, and I need our RB help. But if you lost somebody this year, James Robinson has been a big help to your team, especially at that RB spot because you got him for free. How about Burrow, man? You think Burrow gonna have a good week?
I think Burrow gonna have a damn good week, man. He's been killing it the last 3 weeks. I think he's like a top 10 receiver, maybe top 6, something like that.
I think he's top 5. Man.
Top 5.
He's better than LJ.
Top 5 quarterback. I mean, he's been better than Lamar Jackson through the first 3 weeks of football. So yeah, man, and he's playing Jacksonville. Yeah, everybody who has Lamar Jackson, I know you heard right now hearing that stat. But he's playing Jacksonville this week.
I got Burrow for free, man.
I got Burrow in like 3 leagues, man. So he's very tempting to play over certain people.
LJ was a second round pick.
Yeah, that hurts because I have a lot of LJ stock, so you kind of just stuck with it.
Flip some of that to me.
What we doing the show, sir?
Hey man, you can do a live trade.
No, not today, brother. Now you can't give him a second round pick just off the muscle for one of your super for your third running back.
How about LJ for James Robinson? What's up?
I can't believe you said that to me on air. I want to die scoring. Damn, dog.
The number 5.
That's why I didn't want to say about the disrespect is high.
James Robinson.
That's your number 5.
He is
on your team.
No, he is the number 5 running back.
On your team.
No, in the league.
Can you name to the people the other running backs you have on your team that you did not offer me for my second round LJ? Can you tell them? Since you want to play this game.
Kareem Hunt.
Okay, who else? Oh, you got better than that. Don't do them like that.
I'm not giving you fucking Aaron Jones.
Who else do you have besides Aaron Jones?
I got McCaffrey.
Who else do you have?
I got the 49er backups.
See, he didn't offer none of these people, but he offered waiver wire James Robinson.
The number 5.
He don't want no keeper. He don't want none of his first 5 round picks.
It don't matter where you got him.
I want y'all to listen to shit like this. I want y'all looking dead in his face.
Is he not the number 5 running back?
Is he not somebody you drafted in the second round?
It don't matter where I drafted him, man. It's his production.
I want y'all to listen to this. If somebody's trying to swindle y'all out of your LJ, don't do it for nothing less than another second round running back, I would say. Maybe your first round running back.
But
who gives a fuck?
If we were drafting today, where would James Robinson go? Would James Robinson not be a second round, third round pick? He's the number 5 running back so far.
Through 3 weeks of football on Jacksonville Jaguars.
Yeah, well,
has
he not looked good?
He's been cold for 3 weeks. There's a lot of motherfuckers cold for 3 weeks. You never see him again.
Has he not looked good?
Did he look good last year?
Well, he was playing in college last year.
Oh.
Yeah, he was a rookie.
Oh, he's a rookie. And you want fucking the MVP for a 3-week rookie. That's what you're saying?
Pretty much, yeah.
Listen to this motherfucker, man. Don't look.
If you need an RB, that's a very fair trade.
Look out for these tools.
You got to play 2 RBs every week. You ain't got to play one quarterback.
Tools and tricks. LJ will get you the rushing, and he'll get the motherfucking passing if he can get it down a lot, even 80% of what he did last year.
Guarantee you, LJ.
If you trade James Robinson for LJ, boy, you a damn fool.
What if he blows up again this week?
He can keep blowing up, but if you LJ for
At what
Robinson is a damn
point? At what
fool.
point are you gonna say he's just that guy?
James Robinson is doing his thing. I'm not taking away nothing from him, but I'm saying LJ for James Robinson is that's a poor man's gold, man. That's fool's gold. That's the word I'm looking for. That's fool's gold. Because you got James Robinson in every league. You want to flip him.
I don't think, even if I didn't have him, I don't think it's fool's gold, man. I think he's on.
If somebody came to you right now, you had LJ. You taking James Robinson? Yes or no?
If I needed RB, I might.
Yes or no?
If
you had the stipulations. No. That trade right there, it's coming across your phone.
I would think about it. Straight the fuck up. I would 100. He had 100 yards and he had 100 plus and 2 touchdowns last week.
I still think he's full of shit. Yeah, that wasn't a yes or no, y'all.
I wouldn't want to trade him because I drafted him so early. But if LJ has another stinker, which he may have that Madden curse, man. You never know. He may got it, man. He was the cover athlete. Shout out to Madden, by the way. But moving along to the rest of this game. You think Tyler Boyd's the new number one? I think he is.
Oh, fuck yeah. Higgins ain't had no time to prove himself. Fucking AJ Green's getting fucking flicks or drops.
Tyler, man, Green is looking done. He looks kind of done, man. Sad to say it. I've been a fan of his, but I think he might be, it might be that time.
If he's a wide receiver on your team, he's probably the one who's most droppable if he don't perform in week 4.
Majority of those targets need to go to Boyd and Higgins.
I picked up Higgins off the waiver wire this week because I had to. So hopefully he can do a little something against Jackson.
I wouldn't want to play him this week, I tell you that.
Who you telling? I had so many injuries.
I would play Renfro. I would play what's his name?
Renfro ain't got no comp. It's just him and Waller. So yeah, Renfro's a good
I'll
stream
play
this week.
Beasley over T. Hig. You think this is the get right week for Joe Mixon?
It better be. All Bengals have been fucking up. This day should get out the pot week.
Now I think if Mixon don't do it this week, you need to be benching him. You need to bench him, I think. This is a get right week for him. If he doesn't have a nice week, you're gonna see a lot of what you saw last year. He may be getting dropped in a couple of leagues just out of pure frustration because of the shit that he's doing. He ain't really doing too much, but I think I have Joe Mixon in one league. I'm playing him. I'm definitely playing him this week. Got to. That is my keeper as well. My $5 keeper.
The one who ain't come up with a trade, with a trade.
It's a different league. You got him in that league too?
What would you trade Joe?
Huh?
If you had to trade Joe or LJ, who would you trade?
I'll trade LJ.
Because you would hold on to Joe.
I think Joe Burrow is that guy. The Bengals have a shitty defense. They're always going to have a negative game script, so they're going to be throwing the ball. So I think they're just going to be running the ball. I do not think that the Ravens want to rush Lamar Jackson like he was last year because they want him to be fresh for the playoffs. I think they're going to manage his reps, his rushing, and then I think in the playoffs they're going to just unleash him in the playoffs. They're going to manage them and then just boom, go out there and get in the playoffs, man.
God damn it!
So,
God damn it! First thing I see. Oh my God.
Me and the Chomp, man.
God dang it.
Yeah, moving along to the next game, man. This is the last game of the stream. We're going to go to the Cardinals and the Panthers. DeAndre Hopkins is a game-time decision. Do you think he's playing this week?
They say Hop always play. I ain't never seen Hop not on the field. So I think Hop playing.
I think he's playing too, but he did just get paid, so you never know.
See what time I got my money?
Got my bread, man. I can skip a week.
That motherfucker do what the fuck y'all can do out there. I'm good.
Man, we all do it, man.
What?
We all do it.
Chill?
And once you get the bag, and you secured it, you want to chill a little bit, man. He got his payday. He's one of the highest paid receivers in the league. You think he's going to fuck up his ankle more?
You're right about that part, but I think he'll grind. I think he go hard. So I think he might be out there.
I think he'll be out there too, but you got to play him, of course. D-Hop plays, you play him, but I wouldn't play him in DFS. I would have paid him in that. Mike Davis has been a damn good fill-in. He's been really balling in the absence of CMC.
So running back for Carolina. He's been doing a damn good job. He ain't CMC, but he's been holding it.
He's worth a flex.
100%. Another man on that team, Robbie Anderson, new number 1.
He might be, man.
He had 2 weeks with over 100 receiving yards. He's been doing his motherfucking thing over there.
Yep, he's getting those short targets, man. He's getting the ball probably about 5-6 times a game. I suspect he's gonna have a good game. If DJ Moore doesn't have a good game this week, a lot of people are gonna panic because they took this man very early. So he may be a buy low because DJ Moore still has a tremendous amount of talent. So he's gonna get the target volume. But I just think that Robbie Anderson is gonna be kind of that guy. He's gonna make it he's not the number 1 no more. He may be that solid. It's gonna be that 1A, 1B type thing. It's not going to be a clear. I think they're going to be around the same targets, to be honest with you. End of the year, man, they're going to be around the same. Maybe. DJ Moore may have 20 targets more than him, but it's going to be close.
Yeah, what's the name is showing, he's valuable, man. Like we always say, once some boys leave the motherfucking Jets, they start shining.
Yeah. Also, if you got some RB depth on your team and you see a CMC owner hurting, he may not know what he got. He may want to go on and shoot out some trade offers for him because he's coming back in a couple weeks. The longer you wait, the higher the price goes because he's on. Owner's not going to want to sell him once he's
back healthy.
Back healthy. He sat on him for 3 weeks. He absorbed that like bench spot. So he's not going to want to sell him then. So this is right at the edge of the window. It's either you buy them now or early next week. Other than that, you're going to lose your window.
Already. I'm going to let you speak on the last thing about your boy, man.
Kenyon Drake. If he doesn't have a good game this week, you need to worry. He's getting the volume. I think he's going to have an excellent week this week. He's an excellent DFS player as well. I got him in 1 league, and I'm playing him. No questions. You?
I don't have any Kenyon Drake stock, but yeah. He's on the Cardinals offense.
I drafted him early, so man, I believe in the guy.
I got Chase Edmonds just in case he fall off on a different topic. But
I got Chase Edmonds in 4 other leagues.
Well, we got that locked up.
So yeah,
man. But you drafted that man fucking second, maybe third round.
I dropped Akers over Chase Edmonds.
So yeah, people are pretty much high on Chase Edmonds. You know what I'm saying? I'm not Chase Edmonds, Kenyon Drake. But man, you gotta play Drake for what you got him at. You gotta hope this is the week that he booms for you. If not, he's in the same boat with mixing them. How you gotta maybe start shopping around and start thinking about what you're gonna do, man.
He's gonna be that low end RB2/3 if he doesn't boom this week.
Yeah, man. It ain't what you got him for.
It's gonna be Kyler's the running back 1 if he doesn't boom this week.
Yeah, man.
Hey, you got anything else to say on this one, man?
I'm pretty good on this one, man. I think that's pretty much all we got for this week. Appreciate y'all boys tuning in, checking us out.
Tune into the second part of this as well. We're going to go on and finish this up, send it to you tomorrow. This has the second half of the games of the week.
Yes, sir.
And we're going to get that to you. And y'all have a blessed night. Take it easy. Always be safe out there.
All right, man. Hope you have a blessed week. Hope we help y'all get to that motherfucking bag. And we'll see y'all next time. Follow us on the YouTube and Instagram at Wafer Boys with a Z.
Please like and subscribe. It helps us out. Don't forget that Z.
There you go. Holla at you. Yeah.